Hey, this is Hammer with a 3,000 point battle line against Warriors of Chaos. So, this is a game I played where I didn't take quite enough pictures for a great battle report, but I just had to post it because my opponent's army was so well done. So, looking at the far left, you got 5 Hounds, a unit of a Chosen with Halberds, Mark of Nurgle, and they rolled the extra attack on the Eye of the Gods. Behind them, he's got a Disc hero with level 1 of metal. Towards the center, he's got another big unit of Mark of Nurgle warriors with halberds, and a BSV with a, I believe he had a 2-up rerollable and halberds as well. And center right, another Mark of Nurgle unit with halberds, and then he's got a kind of a tournament level Demon Prince. He's really got all the goodies. He's got Soul Feeder, he's a level 4 of death, so he's a guy that can really kill in close combat. He's a level 4 and really tough to bring down. Then he's got 5 more Hounds. And on the far right, 10 Chaos Knights, Mark of Nurgle with enforced weapons. Looking at my right side, I have 2 units of 10 Skeleton Warriors, just kind of garbage, chaff. I've got a Bone Giant with a great weapon, so strength 8. So on the right, I really just want to weaken the Chaos Knights with Banishment and clean them up with that strength 8 Bone Giant. More towards the center, 3 Chariots with a standard, 2 units of Necropolis Knights, standard Musician, 20 Bowmen, standard Musician, a level 4 of Light, and a level 1 of Light, I believe. Had a Casket of Souls. I've got a Hero Titan, another unit of Skeleton Chaff, 20 more Bowmen with a level 4 of Nakara, 2 War Sphinxes with the Breath Weapon, so one of them I just need to paint up the crew, but then I've got 3 Chariots and 2 Catapults on the far left. So going to Tomb King's turn 1, these are my movements on the left, and towards the center. So really all I'm trying to do is funnel those infantry blocks between the towers so I can stomp all over them with my War Sphinxes. And here's a view towards the right. So again, try to chap up the Knights and clean it up with the Bone Giant. And in my magic phase, get off a banishment on these Knights and take down 3, which is nice. And I also get the Nehikaran spell that makes every movement take dangerous terrain. So that includes normal moves, which is kind of nice. So going to Chaos turn 1, he moves and loses 1 more Knight from that spell. So kind of center right, these are its movements. Yeah, I took so many close-ups of his army because I just thought it was really great. And let's see, towards the center. Man, those are nice banners. Center left. And far left moves up his dogs, which I had shot previously on my turn 1. So going to Tomb King's turn 2. On the left, my chariots charge these dogs. Here's a view towards the center. So just trying to get my War Sphinxes in a position to double charge or single charge each of those warrior blocks. I just made a really dumb mistake with my Skeleton Chaff. They're parked right in front of one of my Sphinxes. Yeah, I don't know what I did, why I did that. Should have just held them back. But anyways, my snakes are there, kind of zoning out his flyover by his Demon Prince. And on the right, I charge the dogs with my second unit of chariots, and just hoping to beat them and overrun into the flank of the warriors. So I really like these 3-man units of chariots. You know, they're pretty much chaff to me, but also counter chaff. All I really hope for them to do is, you know, clear some chaff, do some impact hits, maybe hold things up or weaken things for a turn or 2. And yeah, I think they perform that role well. I expect them to die, but I find them very useful. And in shooting and magic, so I take this 10-man unit of Chaos Knights down to 3 between banishment and might have landed a catapult shot, but so that's nice. Just take a look at this banner. It's got eyeballs popping out of it. His knights are using like whips, and one of his champions are ascending to demonhood. It's just really well done, far beyond my painting level, and definitely a pleasure to play against armies like this one. Let's see on the left, my chariots crush the dogs and overrun off the table. I forget to mention it. Yeah, I left them there all game and forgot that they're off the table, unfortunately. And in the right, I crush the dogs and roll pretty badly and don't get the overrun into the Chaos Warriors, unfortunately. But yeah, that's okay. And let's see, on Chaos turn 2, he double charges my chariots with his knights and his warriors. So chariots are at least drawing some attention. And he charges his demon prince into my great weapon Bone Giant. So those two units make the charge, but his demon prince fails, which is nice. And after combat, yeah, they crush my chariots and reform, as you can see. So on Warriors turn 2, he charged his central halberd block into my skeleton chaff and failed to charge on a double 1. And I think that's the only thing he could have failed that charge on. And I really wanted him to make that because that would have allowed me to just surround that unit in the center and just crush him while his chosen were blocked off. But he failed it, so on Tomb King's turn 3, I double charged Necropolis Knights and War Sphinx into that warrior block. And I think this may have been a bit of a mistake to do this. I probably should have charged one War Sphinx into the Chosen and then the Sphinx into the BSB warrior block. But my original thinking was that I could move my second Sphinx forward to block his Chosen while I double charged the Warriors unit, but I just didn't have nearly enough movement to do that. So this is definitely a little bit scary. I'm going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to win, but he'll be on an 8 rerollable unless I kill him below his VSB, and then his Chosen will have a free flank charge. So, you know, my Sphinx can absorb a lot of wounds, but the amount of combat res is just a bit scary. So just a view towards the center, kind of move my bowman up with my Hero Titan there. And a view towards the right. So do something a little bit fun. Just charge my Strength 8 Bone Giant into his Demon Prince. All I'm trying to do here is maybe hold him up for a turn or two so he can't fly into my Hero Titan. Or not my Hero Titan, my Hierophant's unit. It's not likely I'm going to beat this guy. I might be able to do a couple wounds on him with Strength 8. But really I just want to slow him down so that by the late game he can't kill my Hierophant. Let's see, another view of that. Also just move my Skelly Chaff forward to kind of block off his last two knights. So when they charged my chariots previously, one of my charioteers actually killed a Chaos Knight, which is kind of funny. Let's see, in my shooting phase, my catapults crushed his level 1 of metal on a disc, so that was nice. And after close combat here in the center, so I actually do 2 wounds to the Demon Prince with my Strength 8 guy, but he comes back and does 3 to me. But we stick, which is good. And in the center combat, yeah, I do plenty of damage. I don't kill him below his VSB. He's still steadfast. He sticks on the 8 rerollable. And now I'm going to get flank charged. So this is where the pictures start to fall off. But anyway, so he did flank charge my War Sphinx with his Chosen. There and there. He just didn't want to put him base to base because of the spears. But anyway, so in this combat, his Chosen killed my Sphinx through wounds. So he rolled 7 6s. So he overkilled my Sphinx, which was pretty incredible to see. And you know, obviously from that, my Necropolis Knights popped, and he reformed to face my lines. So over here on Chaos turn 3, so he charged my Skelly Chaff. They lasted for a round on Chaos turn 3, and were destroyed on Tomb King's turn 4. And my Bone Giant lasted through Chaos turn 3 as well, and it popped on Tomb King's turn 4. So also on Chaos turn 3, he moved his warriors into the building. So yeah, here's the Knights popping my first unit of Skelly Chaff on Tomb King's turn 4. And also on Tomb King's turn 4. So after my original War Sphinx and Snake popped, it opened me up for a charge on Tomb King's turn 4. So I took 4 Necropolis Knights into the remainder of his BSB's unit. Got the 5-up ward, got weapon skill 10, initiative 10, and just crushed that unit. So I killing blowed his BSB, finished off the rest of the unit so he wasn't steadfast, broke him and ran him down with my Necropolis Knights. So nice points pick up there. And I also charged a War Sphinx, my second War Sphinx, into the Chosen block. Beat him and ran him down. Really nice. So, you know, killing that BSB was extremely important. He failed his leadership 8, and I ran him down. So, worked out really nicely. And this is how the board looks at the end of Tomb King's turn 4. So, Warriors turn 4 charges his Demon Prince into my Light Mage bunker. Gets off -1 strength and toughness on my Hero Titan and moves his warriors out of the building. And yeah, as after close combat, I fed him my level 1 Light Mage in a challenge, which he killed easily. So Chaos Knights grinding it out with these these Skeleton Warriors. Yeah, so it's kind of counterproductive for me. You know, I drop catapults, banishment on these guys, but now he's getting in with my chaff and just protecting his knights from getting finished by my shooting. And so these skeletons eventually pop on Tomb King's turn 5. So here on Tomb King's turn 5, get off 5-up ward save on my skeletons, and reform my War Sphinx and Necropolis Knights to face his last warrior block. So on Chaos turn 5, he charges his 2 remaining Chaos Knights into the flank of my Necropolis Knights, but fails it. And yeah, still grinding it out with these skeletons. And let's see, he also charged my Hydra Titan with those warriors, even though this picture doesn't show it, and killed him. Let's see, in my magic phase on Tomb King's turn 6, I get off the casket and finish the remaining 2 Chaos Knights, which was great. Nice points pickup, and good to finally get them. So again, still grinding it out with these Skeleton Warriors. So this time he killed my level 4 in a challenge. And on Tomb King's turn 6, I charged his warrior block with my War Sphinx, just crushed through him. And broke them, but didn't run them down. So in this picture, they're actually fleeing away from my War Sphinx, even though they should be facing the other direction. And on Chaos turn 6, he failed to rally him. His Demon Prince didn't do anything else the rest of the game. And that's how it ended. So it ended up being a very solid victory for the Tomb Kings. Very bloody game, which is always fun. So really got to see this game, the power of the War Sphinxes against an army that doesn't have shooting to deal with them. So, you know, without cannons or stone throwers, I can just rampage over these elite infantry blocks with my War Sphinxes, which is pretty fun, to be honest. I just love using Thunderstomp. Never really gotten to use it in my Bretonnian army, but anyways, really nice opponent. And with a fantastically painted army, of course. And this picture is just showing another one of his pieces that he didn't bring out, his Chaos Lord on a dragon, kind of wrapped around this pillar. So yeah, really nice work, and maybe I'll face this guy sometime in the future. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.